Alright, thanks for joining me on Wilderness with Amani. It's mid-July, and probably for the last time this summer, I'm going to take a shot at Lake Tahoe. And I'm at the parking area above Chimney Beach, and I'm going to be going, Chimney Beach is over there, I'm going to be going left. And I'm looking for some deep water. There's some big rock outcroppings down there where there's access to some really deep water, but they're sketchy to climb out on. And the last time I got out there, the places where I fished are underwater because the lake's so high. So I don't know, it's not just finding the deep water, it's getting out to it safely on the boulders, and then I have to have a place to secure my rods because I can't have unsecure rods and nowhere to sit and no ability to get down to the water and net fish. So unless I learn magic in the next few seconds and I can just materialize down there, I better start hiking because it's a ways down and there's got to be some exploration. I'm assuming it's going to probably take me at least an hour to find a spot where I can fish. So let's go start exploring because one thing's for sure, I ain't catching nothing standing up here. I'm hauling so much crap down there between my umbrella and all my stuff. Looks like I'm getting ready to go set up a table at a flea market and start trying to make some sales. This is a little shorter than hiking down to Emerald Bay, that 1,000-foot drop in elevation gain coming out. But it seems like it's a lot steeper. And it seems like the elevation drop and gate is about the same, just at a shorter distance. So there's the actual Chimney Beach over there. I'm gonna go left and go that direction and get about a half mile or more away from it. If you try to fish down here, there's gonna be people everywhere later today. So what I need to do is go find a more challenging, hazardous shoreline that deters people from going down there, because they'll be laying out on whatever rock is possible and swimming and all of that stuff. And there's going to be boats moored in the little Chimney Beach area cove over there, and it's going to be a party scene. It's July Lake Tahoe. If I can get on the other side of this, it looks interesting, but it's kind of cut off by water. I'm gonna go try to climb down there and see if I can get on the other side and see if there's anywhere I can sit. I always do a dry run without hauling all my gear, because there's no reason to come out here and risk dropping it or falling, because this is gonna take a bit of climbing to get out. Well, this is doable and it looks pretty good. I got good access. But there's really nowhere to sit. Like I can put my cooler right here. I can put my rods right here. But that's all it's going to be. I don't know if I'm ready to commit to that. So let's go look at that over there. Climbing out on that rock monstrosity might be the best chance I get. So I think it's time to start making some decisions. Of all the places you see me fish in my channel playlists, this might be the most dangerous situation because the boulders are so big, there's just huge chasms in between. One of my rods just fell down this hole and I gotta somehow retrieve it. This is a disaster. I can't believe it fell down here. Got it, but now I gotta climb out of here somehow. I'm like stuck down here. One way or the other, I have to make this work right here because it's safe to move around. I can maybe put my rods way up here and then I'm just gonna have to work with it. As long as I get my lines in the water and my rods are secure, this spot looks like it could work. Climbing out here is a little dangerous and scary, but I'm just gonna bring my stuff one thing at a time, get it over there, and then I should be okay. And it was a 37 count when I whipped my power bait line way out there, which is going to be where I'm going to be able to get it to. And I don't know about closer, man. These boulders down here just look horrible. Like they're just, it looks like this right there. So I don't know. But I threw it way out there. I was able to reel it in, no problems. So I'm gonna get to fishing. And I got this reel for 15 bucks at Walmart yesterday. And it's got a big spool, and I loaded it up with some line I bought on accident. Some Trilene 8-pound low vis green. But it doesn't matter. I don't like the low vis green, but I'm using clear 6-pound test fluorocarbon leader. As I expected, it took me about an hour to get down here and get established. It's going to get really hot today. That's why I brought my umbrella. I'm probably going to be swimming at some point if I don't get anything early. And you want to see how I rig up? Go to my fishing tips playlist, my rigging up for reservoir trout, and then I have another clip that tells the adjustments I make for Lake Tahoe. Soak in power bait, soak in inflated crawlers, and after a couple of casts, I'll be able to see better what's going on out there. Figure things out, but for right now I'm just gonna wait it out and hopefully we get something. Hopefully the next time I turn the camera on, it's not 5 o'clock at night. Let me tell you, this ain't exactly a lazy boy recliner, but I mean, I could easily just nap it out right here, sit here. I mean, I've fished in tougher spots in Lake Tahoe than this, so I'm gonna take this kind of comfortable seat and just, you know, roll with it. Something's hitting my power bait. It is way out there. I haven't gotten a single nibble all day. This is a good spot because you can get way out there and there's a big rock wall like the one behind me under the water. But if you can get past it, oh man, don't play cruel games with me. All right, I need to find another place to fish. I'm getting washed out with the wind came up out there and this turned into the ocean all of a sudden. All right, I'm above the crashing waves now. I'm in this tree stump. Water's down there. I'll have to get down there and land fish if I hook something. I've actually fished here before. I knew that stump was here. And I got this to work as a breakwater because the waves are just crashing. And if I get something, I'll just go get wet. It's not waves. Something's hitting my night crawler. It's hard to detect strikes, but something's there. I can feel him. He's nibbling. Just take it, dude. Just take it. There he is. There he is. There he is. He went right in on that one. I don't think it's very big though. That's the problem. I can't tell. He's decent. He's dinner. He's dinner if I want it. It's like 3:30. I'm gonna eat this guy tonight. Oh. That's not bad. Nice, 14-incher, 12-incher, I don't know. He swallowed it. I can see the lines all the way down his throat, so it is what it is. I'll take him. It's not a huge rainbow, but I carried this cooler and this block of ice over all of the rocks. I'm getting me some dinner out of it. Thought I was getting a bite. Yeah, I'm getting a bite. When your line goes loose like that, usually means something's messing with it. There he is, he's hitting it. I could use one more. I can use one more. It's gonna be small, which is what you get a lot when the water warms up. I can use one more to fatten up the dinner. Yeah, I got one. He's another little guy. He totally swallowed it and he's bleeding. I gotta keep him. That's gonna do it. Together, those would be a pretty good meal. I probably just fry those up whole. I like to fry the bigger ones filleted because it's really hard to cook that meat along the back when you have this bigger fish. But together, those will be a pretty good dinner. The waves are starting to calm down a little bit, but man, it's weird it got so stormy because there's no wind on this side of the lake. It just got super choppy. I saw the whitecaps build up out there and then it just showed up out here. Well, that's gonna wrap it up. I was just shooting the conclusion and I got another one of those small rainbows. And it was about the size of the bigger one. I barely had it hooked, so I let it go. And the camera was over here. I'm not even gonna show it. I got one more. But the nice thing about like those smaller rainbows, I don't know about the really small one I got, but the medium-sized one will have the red meat. It'll have that killer pink meat, so it'll be delicious. So this is typical Lake Tahoe summer fishing from shore, from what I gathered. I've never got anything big. I've only fished a handful of times. But if you climb down to a tough spot like this in Chimney Beach, there's no people. When I go back around the corner, there's going to be boats, mobs of people, everywhere and on the trail. When I hiked far enough this way, there was one couple that was swimming earlier, they left, and two young dudes that popped up and asked me what I was using because they were fishing. I gave them a card for my channel and told them to go to my fishing tips playlist. But those two fish are going to make a fine meal. It's time to go home. This is going to wrap up Lake Tahoe fishing for the summer. I'm not about climbing down over these giant boulders for those small trout. If I thought there was a better chance of getting something big, like if I got something big today, or one of the other times I fished in July, I'd probably go one more time, but I can wait until November. So, you know, you just got to get out past the big boulders, and then when you're reeling in, you just got to put your rod over your head and reel as fast as you can. I didn't lose any weights today, but I lost 4 hooks. Because when you're coming over that big wall of boulders out there, your hooks get caught, and the hook snaps off. But that's fine. I got my leaders back, I got everything back, just lost my hooks. So, hope you enjoyed this lackluster day of fishing. Thanks for joining me on Wilderness of the Monty. Until next time.